All right, step number one of HODL 520, buying $500 of Bitcoin. You probably have some questions out there. Where do I buy the Bitcoin? How much do I buy? $500, easy answer. And then where do I go from there? In this step, we're just gonna worry about getting that first $500 of Bitcoin. Now, there's several places you can buy Bitcoin from. I'm gonna focus one on this video, and that's called a Bitcoin exchange. So there's several Bitcoin exchanges out there. You might have heard of some of the bigger ones like say Coinbase or Gemini, but there's actually some other ones that I recommend that are Bitcoin only exchanges. And that's where you should really go to buy your first $500 of Bitcoin and any subsequent Bitcoin that you want to buy. They're great places to buy it. They allow you to make recurring buys. So maybe you don't have $500 right now. These places will allow you, like Swan Bitcoin, River Bitcoin, Strike. These places you can go to. Bitcoin Well is another good one. These places you can go and you can buy, and you can set up recurring buys where you can buy $10 a week or $40 a month. And then at the end of the year, you'll have $500 worth of Bitcoin, because maybe you're a teenager, maybe you're a starving college student, or maybe you're someone who just has a really tight pinch budget, so you can't do 500 right now. You can do it over time. You can learn all the lessons and get all the benefits and start to understand how powerful Bitcoin can be for you by doing this. So step number one, buy $500. Let's just recap that. You're gonna wanna go to a Bitcoin exchange. I'll have links in the video below. It will take you to some different Bitcoin exchanges where you can buy your first Bitcoin. And you're gonna go, it's a very simple process. You'll go and set it up. It's easier to set up a Bitcoin exchange account than it is to set up a bank account. And it's a lot easier than setting up, say, like an investment account at like an online brokerage or whatnot. It is very simple. Most people can do it in 10 or 15 minutes. It's just that simple. You're just gonna need a few simple things. I highly recommend you do it with a smartphone because you may have to take some selfies, and it's just really easy. It's most of them have set their system up, their application system, their account opening system to be used with phones. So it's really easy. So you're gonna need a phone, your phone number, your email address, you're gonna need your social security number. You may need to take a selfie to verify your identity. That's very common. That is not something unique to Bitcoin, by the way, or Bitcoin exchanges. That is a United States federal government requirement. That's why it's there. You have to do this for bank accounts. You have to do this for brokerage accounts, for investing accounts, stock market investing accounts, things like that. That's the government requiring that, not Bitcoin. Nothing unique to Bitcoin. But once you have all this info plus your bank info, you're going to either need, in most cases, and the easiest way I think is to have the routing number for your bank and your account number at your bank to set it up. Some Bitcoin exchanges will allow you to use your online banking login. So you may be able to use that. But once you have all this information, you're going to click on one of these links and go and open up this account. And from there, you'll enter this information. There's like a handful of screens. You're going to put your personal information into there, move through, and then connect your bank account so that you can instantly access money from your bank account. This is just like you would do if you were opening up, say, like a Cash App account or any other mobile payment services app like Venmo or Zelle or something like that. It's the same exact principle. Once you connect your bank to the Bitcoin exchange, you'll be able to instantly buy Bitcoin, all right? And you can set up recurring buys as well. I have recurring buys at a couple different Bitcoin exchanges. So each week I'm buying a certain amount of Bitcoin each week, and it's going into there. And I'm buying this with the mentality that I'm buying this for 20 years down the road, right? So those are the steps. That is step number one, buy $500 of Bitcoin. You'll go and set up a Bitcoin exchange account in order to do that. Unless you already have one, then you won't need to set it up. And then we will, in the next step, we'll talk to you about setting up and moving that Bitcoin to a safe wallet. That's step number 2 in the HODL 520 strategy. And we'll see you in the next video in this playlist so that you can learn how to do this next step.